Welcome to this science lecture series. In this lecture, we are going to take India's Antarctic expeditions that has been recently done. It was the 40th expeditions. So what are the benefits of it? What is the research center present for India in the Antarctic regions? We will see all those things in this lecture. Before moving ahead to this lecture, I will request you to please go through this video till the end so that you will have a complete picture of it. Further, I will request you to please subscribe this channel. This is a new channel, so I really need your support. So India right now have two stations in the polar continent, that is Antarctica, and we will see Arctic policy also in the another video. For right now we are taking Antarctica, and in that Antarctica we have two stations that is named as Maitri and the Bharati. There was a third one that was decomposed. We will see in the coming slide. So right now we have two stations on the polar continent, that is the Maitri and the Bharati, which are being operated under the National Center for Polar and the Ocean Research, that is your NCPOR, and it comes under the Union Ministry of Earth and the Sciences. So what are the benefits of the two research stations in the Antarctic regions? I have mentioned in the coming slide. I will explain it here briefly also. See what happens. There is a term something called as the albedo. Okay, albedo means highly reflecting, how much reflecting of the light. So let us suppose if a sun ray is hitting the surface and the 99% of the rays is being reflected by the surface into the satellite, that is something called as your very high albedo materials. Okay, so the most high albedo materials that we have, that we know, that we used to give example is your ice. Okay, so that's why when you see the some ice skaters used to skate on the ice, they used to wear a different kind of specs. Why they used to wear that specs? That specs just to protect their eye from the reflecting light coming from the ice. As the sun rays, when they are hitting to the ice, it reflects almost most of the rays of the sunlight, and when the most of the lights have been reflected, it has a very high energy that will completely affect your eye. It will create a problem in the vision for that area. So that's why people used to wear when they used to go skating in those icy regions, they used to wear specs. Okay, right now it means what, that ice, when that reflecting surface is more, that is reflecting most of the light, it means that we will call that the ice have a very high albedo. So recently it has been observed that the ice albedo is decreasing. Why is it decreasing? As what happened, when the carbon dioxide in the atmosphere has started to increase, what will happen? Let us suppose rainfall happen. So as per the, when the raindrops fall, it is taking away the carbon particles are also with it. Okay, and when the carbon particles falls on the ice, let us suppose when the carbon particles let me erase something. Let us suppose this is your ice. Okay, and carbon particles are falling from the ice, and carbon particles are in the black color. Okay, now these carbon particles have sticked upon the ice. Okay, now what we know as a science, we know black is a material that absorbs all the light, all color of the night. It means what we know, in summer it has been said that don't wear don't wear black color of clothes, try to wear white clothes. Why white clothes? Because white clothes reflect most of the light. Black color does not reflect the light, it absorbs the light. So what happens when sun rays falls on this ice, as its albedo get decreased. Why albedo get decreased? Because the reflecting property of that ice that decreased, it start to reflect very less amount. Why less amount? Because the black particles, these carbon particles that are sticked upon the ice particle due to that pollution been increased, ultimately what happens, when these lights used to come, this black particle start to absorb those lights, and when that black particle starts to absorb those lights, ultimately the temperature of the ice will increase, and when the temperature of the ice will increase, ice will start to melt, and this ice will start melting, and ultimately your albedo starts to decrease. Okay, and when albedo decreases, it means the water level in the sea will increase. Okay, so that is the problem, that is the huge problem. And this is one kind of scenario. Light said there are ultimately another scenario. Most of the scenarios are present that has the research is going on. Like for these details, the research centers have been set up. And like for the India had set up. Right now India have two research stations, that is your Maitri and the Bharti in the Antarctic polar regions. Okay. So what is this Indian Antarctic program? So I have explained you what are the reasons behind it, those researches and all. Okay. So the Indian Antarctic program is a scientific research and exploration program under NCPOR, that is the National Center for Polar and the Ocean Research, that I have told you here only. It started in the 1981 when the first expedition to Antarctica was made, and in the 1983 only India signed the Antarctic Treaty Agreement, and it was appreciated worldwide. So in 1983 India has constructed its first Antarctic research base named Dakshin Gangotri. After that we have a Dakshin Gangotri glacier. In that name we named it as the research center. What we set up there, research center in the Antarctic in the 1983. 1981 we joined, and in the 1983 after the signing the Antarctic Treaty, we set up our research center in the Antarctic, that was named as the Dakshin Gangotri. Okay, and it was located from still it is there, but why we are not taking, we will explain you. So it is located in the 2500 kilometer from our southern pole, and it was abandoned. Why is it abandoned? Because when the as you have said that ice has started to melt, or there is some other more scenarios are going on in that polar regions. So due to increasing of the water level and some more scenarios happening over those regions, it submerged. That our research center, most of the area of the research center was submerged. So after that it was abandoned in the 1988 and 1989. So in 1983 we opened it, and in the 1988 to 89 we abandoned it as it was submerged in the ice, and we decommissioned this Dakshin Gangotri research center in the 1990, and currently it is just being used as our supply base and the transmit cap. So what is the things is left, we are using it as our supply base and the transmit cap. So now the Dakshin Gangotri was superseded by the India's second research center Antarctica named Maitri. After that we set up our another research center Maitri, which was built in the 1989. So we decommissioned that Dakshin Gangotri in the 1990, and then before 1989 only, when it was submerged, we set up our another research center that was called as the Maitri. So Maitri is on a Skirmaker oasis. There is the particular regions over that which have lots of lakes and all present in for that region. So it engages in research in the field of this Maitri engages in the research field of earth sciences, biology, glaciology, meteorology, atmospheric sciences, communications, cold region engineering, medicines, and human physiology. So these are the regions. No need to remember, just take a glimpse of it so that you will have understanding what are the fields that we are engaged in the research for the Maitri, from the Maitri. So its sources, this Maitri sources fresh water from freshwater lake, that is called we have named one another freshwater lake, that is called Priyadarshini nearby, and it was named on the behalf of the PM, at that time the former PM Indira Gandhi. So the lake is situated in the Skirmaker, this oasis regions only, which have almost 100 freshwater lakes. In that 100 freshwater lakes, we have another one lake, we named it as a Lake Priyadarshini nearby it. Okay, so another research station. First one was the Maitri, which was set up in the 1989. Now another research station was your Bharti. It is the third research station decommissioned by India, and it was established in the year 2012. Okay, so just see the time difference, 1989 and it was 2012. So it mandates is to conduct, what are the mandates, why is this research center where we already have a Maitri research center? So another research center was built whose mandate was to conduct research in the areas of oceanography. So oceanography is another concept that I have taken in the geography lecture series. I will explain you in other also. Oceanography will many content like what are the temperature difference, what are the pressure difference happening in that region, so how the rivers are falling, siltings happening. So all those things will come under the oceanographic topic. So it is a very large concept, oceanography. Okay, so in that concept, so it used to conduct research in the areas of oceanography and the continental breakups. So our continents are divided, that is Pangaea and the Gondwana land, that we have a concept in the geography. I have a separate lecture for it also. So when we when we that match all our contents, we will see that all the gaps are being filled, and the animals present in the border of those area, like the African animals present in the regions, and the that South America regions animals present in that areas are same. So those concept I have explained in our geography lecture, you can go through it. Okay, so it is mandated to conduct research in the areas of oceanography and continental breakup. So it also focuses on understanding the geological history of India and the subcontinent, because right now India is above the equator. Previously India was not in the equator, above equator zone. India was a separate. India was below the equator. Okay, so right now if we see India, and this is our Himalaya, still this plate is pushing above. That's why we used to see lots of earthquake in the Nepal zones and Himalayan regions belt. Okay, so that's what these research centers used to helping us in all those historical contents and all present over there. So with Bharati, India is one of the 9 countries to have more than one research base in the Antarctic Circle. So after the when the Bharati was developed, so India became the one of the 9 countries having more than one research center in the Antarctic Circle. So it is located near the Larchman Hill, and the communication is through the dedicated satellite channels providing connectivity for voice, video and data with the Indian mainland. So there are separate satellites for it, which allows them to communicate with the scientists or the researchers present in the Indian mainland to the all the research center that is present in the Dakshin, that is Maitri and the Bharati. So through that dedicated satellite, they used to communicate with the researchers or with the scientists present in our mainland India. So Bharati and Maitri are the 2 Antarctic research stations that India has. So what is the significance of this mission? So the polar regions are crucially very important in answering the key questions for global climate change. As I explained in your starting, that only that the albedo kind of concept. So right now, let us suppose if all the ice will melt for the polar regions, whole land will be submerged, the water level of the sea will increase very drastically. So that's why it is very important to do a research for the polar regions, and I've explained the concept for albedo and how this albedo is related to our climate concept and all, because when the carbon content fall on the ice, and ultimately the albedo of the ice will start to decrease, and due to the decreasing of the albedo, this ice will start to melt, and ultimately the water level of the sea will increase. So these are the concepts that is connected with this climate exchange. So these kind of significant research are very important to do to those aspects. What are the reasons behind the increasing of the temperature, what happens when the carbon fall down, and what time does it take to remove the carbon from that ice and all. So those things we will see, those things we will be checked upon due to through these research centers. So its contribution toward the global sea level rise, the background aerosol properties, that is the background aerosol property, like your that is your fire extinguisher or your perfume bottles. What is the perfume? When you press this button, it will like it express the liquid from it, and ultimately in this bottle there is a gas content in it. Okay, so these kind of properties are also present in that polar regions, in the ice present there. So those things will be researched upon it. So variability in the sea ice cover phenomena, like the Antarctic haze and the ozone concentration present over that regions. So all those things can be researched over through these research centers. These are the significance of these research center present over there by the different countries, and India have a 2 research center, that is right now, that is the Maitri and the Bharati, and earlier the first one was the Dakshin Gangotri, that has been now decommissioned in the 1990. So this was all about in this lecture. I hope you have liked this video. Please like and subscribe. This is a new channel, so I really need your support. Further, if you want any on-demand video lecture, please feel free to ping on my Twitter handle. Thank you.